Welcome again to the channel, Life with Jennifer JM, and I'm your girl, Auntie Jen. My viewers, my friend, and my subscriber. This prosperity thing in Jamaica now work out for the ordinary people. And I see an article written by Lisa Anna about the cost of protein. Well, I would widen it by saying the cost of to have a proper meal with your nutrients, protein, mineral, vitamins. But we just look at what she said in it. Very interesting article. As we were talking on my platform the other day about chicken turkey neck. Me not even know say turkey neck gone at $600 a pound. Me have to go really check it out. But she write about protein. The title of it is Why Protein is So Expensive in Jamaica. No wonder why so much people every day sick another hospital and can't get good treatment. The country in a problem. And we have put band-aid over it to make it look like it good. But the harsh reality is real. So she write, explain to me how lobster, a luxurious food, carry an important duty of 40%. While chicken, the staple protein working family, is taxed at over 200% in Jamaica. So what's my government do? The things that they know sell more is where they tax more and telling about no new tax. And the stupid people don't understand that. Watch this. In Jamaica supermarket, a whole chicken weigh an average of 1.768 kilo or 3.89 pounds. That bird costs about 1,860 Jamaica dollar. Meanwhile, in the United States, the very same chicken sell for US, and then it would vary to different states in the US. Anyhow, $5, less than half our price, and that is true. Jamaicans are paying nearly 1.25% more for the same protein. And before anyone say we don't import chicken from the US, here is the spoiler. We already eat imported chicken. The chicken back, the leg quarters, flooding our wholesale market comes straight from the United States. That is so true. That is so true. Now look at the regional picture in the Cayman Islands. The average cost per pound for a whole chicken is CI $2.29. And sometimes they have some chicken from the US too where you get a little cheaper than that too. It just depends. The best dressed chicken in Cayman is the most expensive one. You have chicken, forget the name, from US where some of them are like $1.89 a pound. Cheaper. There will be CI 875. Sorry, I'm going to read that again. Come January 2026, the minimum wage there will be $8.75 per hour, US $10.50. With just 1 hour of work, a Caymanian can buy 3.89 pounds of chicken. In Jamaica, our minimum wage is about $400 per hour, US $2.50. That buy only 0.66 pound of chicken. Barely enough. Oh, I never the government really sit down. Me telling you, say this Jamaica Labour Party government. I remember back in Portia time, Portia cushion things, for the poor people, Those were government who care for the people. This government only care for him and his rich friend them. To take home a single whole chicken, a Jamaican minimum wage earner must work nearly 5 hours before he can buy a chicken. Wow. To put it plainly, in Cayman, 1 hour of work secure a family-sized portion of protein. In Jamaica, that same effort barely stretched to feed a teenager. This is the silent crisis of protein poverty and cruel irony unfolding in our beloved Jamaica, and that is the truth. And we need to really outline. I must commend Lisa Anna for putting out this article today, because this is where we need to show the Jamaican people the truth. Of the three essential micronutrient, carbohydrate, fat, and protein, it is protein that most decisively determine resilient health, aging, and the body ability to fight diseases. Protein builds strong muscles, repair tissues, and support immunity in ways no other nutrient can. Yet here at home, protein has become a luxury. This is the quiet crisis of the heart of every grocery bill. Family walk the aisles and see chicken, once the reliable, affordable centerpiece of the Jamaica dinner plate, now priced like a delicacy. A tray of high thighs, breasts that once fit within a weekly wage has slipped out of reach. Too often protein is pushed off the table, replaced by starch that fill the belly but not the body. Calories, yes, but no nutrient. Oh my God. Oh my God. She said she have been sounding the alarm for years in Parliament, and in these pages, the truth has only become a starker. When a nation cannot afford protein, children fail to thrive. Adults slide into frailty. How am I pronounce that good? Too soon, the chronic disease accelerates. Our hospitals are filled, just not just with crash victims or infections, but with men and women slowly undone by malnutrition disguised as obesity, diabetes, and hypertension. Boy, oh boy. I can't see how Jamaica people so stupid, you know. Honestly to God. This is not a dietary inconvenience. It is a national emergency. Protein poverty does not look like famine. It creeps in quietly. It is the mother who buys chicken back instead of chicken breast, because that is all she can afford. The father who stretches a pot of rice and gravy for six with only scraps of meat for flavor. The children who goes to bed with a full belly but a weak body starved of nutrient needed to grow and learn. The numbers confirm what our eyes already see. Christopher Tufton see it, Lisa. Christopher Tufton don't say nothing we're going when it comes into the health sector. More have only have a little PR out there, a walk and ride for sure, so he might try to keep healthy. Like exercising and not eat a proper diet have nothing to do with the body. The numbers confirm what our eyes already. The Minister of Health, Nutrition, at a glance, 24 report found that 67% of Jamaican households experience low food security. Their diets lack the quality and variety required for health. Another 5% face very low food security, cutting meals, skipping protein altogether, and living with hunger. In a nation of song and sunshine, this is a devastating indictment. Indictment or indictment? Pronounce the word right. INDICTMENT. Indic. Doctors warn that inadequate protein does not only stun children, it accelerates aging. In adults, without enough protein, our elderly lose muscle mass, develop sickness, and become vulnerable to fall, fractured, and chronic illness. Protein is not a luxury for wealthy. It is the difference between independence and dependency, between vitality and decline. The uncomfortable truth is that Jamaica's own policy make protein more expensive than it need to be. We still cling to an import substitution model craft for another era, a relic of protectionism that no longer serve the people was meant to protect. Take poultry. the protein that should be most affordable and abundant on every Jamaican table. Instead, it is buried beneath a maze of tariff, stamp duty, and general consumption tax GCT for years. These layers of taxation have pushed the effective rate on imported chicken to as high as 260%. This cannot be acceptable, people. We have a government now think about the people at the lower end. We're in for disaster. But honestly, choose Jamaica. We guard this fortress of protectionism as it's the industry we're still fragile, still in its infancy. But decades have passed. The sector has matured, and yet the ordinary Jamaican consumer continue to pay the price. The irony is glaring. The poultry industry itself still relies heavily on imported food and inputs, so the model we cling to does not make us self-reliant. It's simple. Make chicken more expensive for the poor. And here is the cruelest twist. While Jamaicans pay these inflated prices at home, our so-called local producers are free to sell competitively abroad, supplying markets in the United States, Cayman Islands, and across the wider Caribbean. And that is the truth. In other words, they are allowed to compete globally yet remain shielded by protectionism here at home. So protected locally, competitive international, with the burden falling squarely on the Jamaican consumer. Another paradox, local chicken is protected as if it were wholly Jamaican product. Yet the bulk of the costs come from imported corn, soy, and additives. We are not shielding local ingenuity. We are shielding inefficiency. Worse still, when global feed costs fall, our retail chicken price never follow suit. Consumer pay more regardless of international trends. And what of the permit system for chicken back and chicken neck? The cheapest protein cuts for poor. Report from the Integrity Commission have shown how opaque and discretionary this system is. A handful of players dominates permit, shaping access to the very food low-income Jamaican rely on. This is not free enterprise. It is a food monopoly masquerading as food security. Oh my God. Towards a protein justice agenda, a moral imperative. What then must we do? We need nothing less than a policy reset. Reduce tariff on poultry product to a reasonable level. Duty above 200% cannot be defended in a modern economy. Moderate rate would give consumer relief while pushing producer to become more efficient. Cut duties on input, corn, soy, vaccine, and equipment, protecting outputs while taxing ingredient in a contradiction. Reform the permit system, no more discretionary approval. Enrich a handful of middlemen. Permit must be transparent and competitive. Build an international standard central slaughterhouse. Farmers across Jamaica should be able to take their chicken to the single facility where they can be processed, inspected, and packaged to the highest global standard. This would eliminate inefficiencies, guarantee food safety, reduce duplication of costs, and create a fair market in which small and medium farmers could compete alongside large ones. Invest in innovation. Jamaica cannot depend forever on imported feed. Researching alternative from local legume to insect protein can reduce foreign exchange pressure and support farmers. Make public health the guiding principle of food policy. Success must be measured not by just by the profit of one's company, but by whether Jamaican family can put protein on the table. This is more than economics. Economics. It is a morality. Every Jamaican deserves the right to a healthy life. Boy, I mean, I know if that gonna happen. Jesus, the things they're expensive. Every child deserves the nutrient to grow and learn. Every elder deserves the dignity of aging with strength. Yet today, our policy choices are pricing those right out of the reach. We cannot hide behind the slogan of past. We cannot continue to justify a system that protects monopolies while our people suffer. We must ask ourselves, who are we protecting? If the answer is not the people, then the policy must change. Let us be bold enough to admit that the old model has failed us. Let us design one that is balanced, produced, insensitive with consumer needs, encourage efficiency rather than inefficiency, and recognizes nutrition as the foundation of national development. Imagine a Jamaica in which no mother must choose between chicken and bus fare, where no child grow up protein deficient, and where no elderly must go age into fragility because he could not afford nutrient he needed. That Jamaica is possible, but it will not happen by accident. It will happen only if we have the courage to reset our policy. The pot must boil, yes, but not with starch alone. It must boil with dignity, with health, and with the protein our people need to live long and strong. No. Kudos to you, Lisa Ann. Kudos to you. Kudos to you to putting forth this article. It's a well-needed article that should be out there long ago. The reality is not prosperity as the government want to portray to our people. Our people are suffering and our people are dying while the elites thrive. My viewers, my friends, and my subscribers, I am ardent to read this because it's the reality, it's the truth. To survive in Jamaica and proper diet will never be affordable to the poor. Leave your comments and remember to like, share, to subscribe to the channel Life with Jennifer JM. And I'll catch you another time. The conversation continue. Bye.